Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here again. You know, I was just thinking and I was wondering how many of you can imagine what some of these mothers have had to go through, especially in America, where their sons have been shot and killed by police officers for no other reason than their color. Can you imagine what they have had to go through? How many of you can imagine what it's like when some of your kids get caught up in gangs and killed in drive-bys? Can you imagine the pain? Can you imagine the pain that parents feel if they're driving someplace and a bullet comes through and hit one of their loved ones that's a passenger in a car, or sitting up at home watching television, a bullet comes through the wall? Can you imagine the pain and suffering that these loved ones have to go through? And I know if you can, you're thinking about how can that be prevented? How can that be stopped? Think about that for a second. Now, as you think about it, I wonder, do you think that pain is any different for those of you who are mothers, who are fathers, who are children, who are sent off into a war started by somebody else, supposedly for your benefit, but you don't even have any idea what the war is about. You're just taking orders. You're putting a gun in your hand or a trigger to fire a missile or a bomb. To do what? To take lives of other parents, other children, and parents' children, and children's parents, and cousins, and extended family. To murder them, to kill them for some reason that benefits nobody but the people that's on top, writing, using human beings. Now, if you can feel the pain of these mothers whose sons have been killed by cops, or who have been killed by people on the streets, or drive-by, or even in war, if you can feel that pain, how can you consider sending your children and your relatives, your loved ones, out to kill and be killed for something that benefits them nothing? Many of them right now are starving. They're in the military, in fact, putting their lives on the line and willing to kill to get a paycheck so they can maybe have a place to stay, maybe have some food for their extended family, some clothes, maybe even get a chance to save up some money and go to school themselves. They are selling out their souls for a paycheck, doing this dirty work when it's all you know. It's the best you know. And in spite of all the pain that we are all familiar with, we still allow ourselves to get caught up in something like that. I wish I could tell you how to be courageous and do it, but I can't. I can't. So if you can't hear the voices that are echoing and crying out to you, say that there is a power that's responsible for all existence, and it's not man. In fact, man exists because of this power. And this power has a way of order, principles set for order, and principles set for disorder, and a choice. We all want that life. Even those that abuse others, they abuse because they want that life. And they don't believe in God. They will never believe in God. And they do believe in force. They believe in doing whatever they have to do to get their way. And the only way you can stop them is to stop them. That's the only way to stop them. And if you don't stop them, it won't be any of you left. Because in order to have their way, they'll kill everybody. Somebody would say, well, how have they been stopped in the past? But I say, you don't have to kill them. That's what many of you are thinking. You don't have to kill these leaders. All you have to do is stop obeying them. And they are as dead as any bullet can take them. Just stop obeying them. And if you're going to obey that which is different. Obey that which is the opposite of that. And if you're going to obey that which is the opposite, then go to the extreme and obey it as dearest as you possibly can. What a wonderful world.